Welcome to Kolorflow Conversations, where we flow freely, speak boldly, and connect colorfully. I am you, Keisha, and this is
Takesha.
and welcome to our girl chat.
It's green.
I know. I looked down at the mic right before I started talking, and then I looked over at you, and you were looking down. That's inside joke from last week, y'all, from our technical difficulty conversation. So, I already asked you how you was feeling today.
Yeah, I'm just winging it. It's just day by day. Like I'm just winging it. I've been bed riding all week, which I love that for me. But yeah, it's just like, okay, Thursday. So your bed ride has to be delayed a few hours to record the podcast. And not only
Then you'll go back to bed riding.
it was like you got to put some clothes on. So then I had got dressed and I was like, I don't even feel like this. So I took that off and I put this on. And then I was just like, yeah, this is
And
more my mood.
You look very sporty to me, though.
Thank you.
That's why I asked you. I said, "Are you going somewhere later?"
It's funny though because like last week, someone told me it's just like, "Oh, I like your dress." I'm like, "Thank you." I was like, "These is my bum clothes." Like how I don't want to wear the gray jogging pants, and I'm still trying to show up.
So you trying to stay away from the gray jogging pants?
This is my still show up, and y'all like it.
It's so funny. Gray jogging pants for you is like bum clothes, but it means something else for people out in the world, like a sexy thing, like "ooh, you fine" type thing.
Yes, because this is bum clothes.
You know, I want to ask you a question. I know you've been bed riding, but I don't know if you've been like on social media or this has been a week where a lot of celebrities is passing away back to back. First, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Who did you used to watch the Cosby Show growing up?
Yes.
Like everybody else?
Yes. I don't think I've ever met a black human that didn't watch the Cosby Show.
Okay.
If y'all didn't watch the Cosby Show,
then you suck. For real. But I wanted to ask you, because it was him first, which was very, very sad and traumatic to me. But has a celebrity ever passed that really, really affected you?
No.
I figured you were going to say that.
No.
Like it just be news to you, and that's
like, oh, I'm sorry, and I
keep it
going.
Moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And I be so confused, like people be passing out and it just be, and I be even more confused when it be people you know and they be sharing and commenting and then their own family member be done died and they don't have two words.
Nothing to say.
Yeah. So I guess that's when I say when I be confused. I don't mean it like you don't like, know, I don't mean it that way because I do, I do understand.
Yeah.
And they impacted our lives. Cosby Show impacted my life. I wish I had a streaming channel where I could put it on and watch all every seasons episode, back to back. Like we need something more like that. I think Blackish might have been a close thing we got to it for this generation. But yeah, I definitely watched the Cosby Show. I felt that like that was sad, but I've never been broken up over a celebrity, and I don't see that happening unless Future dies.
And that's what I was gonna say, unless it's Future.
Yeah.
Jeezy.
Yeah, those two. That's about it. Like when I really think of it, it'll be a special place in my heart if something happened to Queen Latifah.
Really?
And I think our birthdays are the same day. Like Queen Latifah is one woman that I admire wholeheartedly. Like so, but I mean, some other ones out there like Angela Bassett, but I honestly don't see me like skipping a beat. Yeah. I'd be sad if Jeezy, something happened to him, but if something happened to Future, I got to take the rest of the day off.
I was wondering because when Malcolm Jamal Warner passed this week, and I read it, I felt like, oh man, that's really sad. But I don't be like, oh, like a lot of people is really, really, really feeling really sad. And I don't know if it's because, and you could tell, because I just be feeling like death is just the next thing. So, it's going to happen to all of us. So I'm not really, I mean, it'd be shocking news, but I don't know. I just don't be feeling like, I'll tell you this. I felt sad when Aaliyah passed. Like, and I don't know if it's because she was from Detroit or what, but certain people, even if I don't listen to a lot of their music, I may follow them as a storyline, because I like reading and they might be a character that I like. But hers was tragic, and I was sad.
And I think like that. The Tupacs, the Biggies,
yeah. But I don't be crying or anything.
Like Michael Jackson shut the world down.
He shut it down. He shut it down, and I don't know. I just don't be like, this is just terrible. Oh my God, part of my childhood just go. It was part of my part of my childhood, but I be thinking about. I wonder if he, fulfilled, what he wanted to in life. I wonder if he, he seemed like he was happy. And, he was a person that we never heard anything. My thoughts go to that rather than being, oh my God, this is just terrible. I just think about, he seemed like he really accomplished what he wanted to do in life.
And my thoughts don't even go there. My thoughts go, this is how I went yesterday. I found out, and I was like, oh, let me tell Keisha. No, it really was, let me tell Tiffany, let me tell Keisha. And I kept on about my day. I do not mean to come off super insensitive, but just like today when I found out of Hulk Hogan, I was just like, dang, I remember going to see him in the wrestling match. Screenshot it, sent it to Tiffany, moved on. I didn't even send it to you because I was just like, oh, I'm probably going to see her today, and she probably already knows, so whatever. But I am the same way, and I know we talked about this before, where I truly believe like this is just what happens next. It's just a matter of when the expiration date is, and to really be in a place that you want to be with those that you care about.
Yeah.
And when it comes to a celebrity, I mean, if I die, they gonna be sad. No. I'm just saying, I'm gonna sip my tea on that.
Sip your water. And it's not to be, and that's funny because you're empathetic person.
Yeah.
But is it because you don't know them, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, because you're very empathetic to the people that.
Yeah. And I guess the way, the people that I know care about. And like I said, I'm sympathetic when it comes to that because I know it's what's next. But when you're living and going through shit that I feel like we shouldn't have to go through, you get my empathy.
Yeah.
But also, I don't look at celebrities on a hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
You make more money, you more talented than me, but at the end of the day, you still a regular person like me.
And when you say more talented, no, they know how to do their job. They don't know how to do your job.
I mean, if it's more talented, when I say that, I mean like I can't paint at all. Okay. So the painter would be more talented than me in that specific area. But at the end of the day, I don't see, if I was sitting across from Beyonce, honestly, no different than if I was sitting across from you.
Yeah. That's real that you feel like that, because I would say most of the world don't feel like that at all.
I don't get super like fanned out. It'll be like, oh my God, like that person is there, but not like, oh my God. Like,
you about to lose your mind or your life trying to push through a crowd.
Absolutely
trying
not.
To see them. Yeah.
So
you enjoy the talent of what they do.
Yes.
And let them be that.
And that's that.
Yes.
Just like if you was about to give me the Beyonce concert and you sound just like her, I'm going to be sitting here just like you would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, I want to talk to these people because I want to know them as people.
Yeah.
Not that alter ego or who they have to step into for the public's eye.
Yeah.
And I mean, I treat myself any kind of way because I'd be like, oh, I'm just ready to be out of here, this, that, and the other. But I'm my biggest fan. So if you're not a fan of me, why am I going to be this hella fan of you? Because I am great. I keep telling y'all, I am great.
I agree. Takesha, I feel the same exact way. Like, I'm a fan of me. I'm a fan of you as well. Like people that I know,
like
that
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna cheer you on.
I ain't a fan of everybody.
Right. Let's be clear.
Not everybody I know, but there are people in my life that when I see them, I'm like, oh my God, that's just, you know, what we would call regular people that I'm a fan of what they do, their character, their life, that, you know, the joy they bring or exude. I'm a fan of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I get that. That makes a lot of sense. So
yeah, so it'd be like,
when I heard Hulk Hogan pass today, somebody texted to me and I was like, oh, rest in hell.
Well, damn.
That's what she said. But and I probably should not have said it like that, but when you are a person that that's a figure that we grew up with as well, because I watched wrestling with my daddy every Saturday growing up.
That was the thing.
Yeah, we watch wrestling. So when you're young, you don't know anything about him personally, but when you grow older, you start learning about the character of a person. And he was racist, and he was he said he wanted to body slam Kamala Harris. He was just real again. I think he opened a restaurant, but he didn't want no black people to come. He was just and I was like, oh, bye. So yeah. Okay. So sorry if I'm not sorry to y'all, but I'm to God if I say anything, out of order. But that's really how I felt. Like, oh, you definitely ain't gonna be missed by me, no. Mm-mm. But Theo, yes, rest in heaven to Malcolm Jamal Warner, and I'm sure that was traumatic for his family, especially his daughter, because I heard she was in the water with him when that happened. So yeah, I was just wondering, like, have you ever been affected by any celebrities passing? I will say this: and I wasn't like a huge fan, but when Kobe Bryant passed, I wasn't affected by like that. But I watched the memorial service, and that's when I get these waterworks all of a sudden, and I start. You know how you cry during movies? That's when I started crying, and I don't remember if it was his wife talking or it might have been Shaquille, whoever it was. I just broke down crying, and I'm thinking while I'm crying, why am I crying? I don't even know this man. But something like sometimes it just take over, and I'll just have some waterworks. But it's strange. I don't cry at funerals of people that I know. I don't know, but yeah, I did have some waterworks on that. But yeah, I was just wondering, how, if any, were you affected? Because I know people personally that get really affected. It was this week has been just very I don't know if the word is odd, because in the church community, one of a prominent person that we know uh, was killed yesterday while working on the road, and it's just people pouring out their condolences and things. And I just, like you said, you be like, God, why am I here? Why am I still here? Like, we don't know like the day or the hour, and people say it a lot, but are you prepared for any day or hour? Are you good if any day or hour?
It could be right now. I love you, Jordan Banks.
But you'll be cool with it.
Absolutely.
I wonder how many people that we know personally feel like that. I don't think that most people want to go. You say you'll be cool with it right now. With the way just everything is, you made peace with whatever, whoever, or you ain't got to make no peace. You just good.
I don't have to make no peace. The people in my life are in my life. Mm-hmm. I don't have to make any peace. Of course, me as a mother, that would be the only thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all mothers are not like this, but as a good mom, because I'm a fan of myself.
Good.
But as a good mom, I would hate for him to have to experience that. But let's say if it came down to me and my son was gonna be okay, like just me as a person, individual, not mother, daughter, sister, aunt, friend, like the whole list, I would be okay. I don't think I've made the best of my life. So I think a lot of decisions that I've made, is the word irrevocable. Like I can't go back on it. And they affect my present life really bad. So
say that again. You feel like decisions you may affect your life right now?
Right now, present. Okay. Yes. And it's some that's unavoidable. It's not like, oh, I shouldn't have bought this house. Let me sell this house.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this job. Let me quit this job. Yeah. I have decisions. I've made choices that are gonna be here.
Okay.
So I just don't think that I was wise. So because of that, I don't feel like I'm necessarily living my best life. It's a good life, but it's not my best life based on my own history. If I could rewrite the story today in this moment, our conversation might be a little bit different. So I lately have been struggling with like faith versus hope because I keep hoping and I'm like, my mother will be gone 8 years in 2 weeks. I don't even have no new news to report to her. Everything that I'm like, I want to tell my mama is bad fucking news, bro. I haven't had one situation when I said, oh, let me call my mama. I can't call and share this with my mama. So if that's been 8 years, my clock is just ticking, but the fun ain't catching up to it close enough. So I'm just existing, doing the best I can, making the best out of the results
of the
choices that I made. And I don't know if it's because, like how we talked before, my inner child, I don't know if it's because she expected so much glamour. Because someone else in my shoes could be looking like, but we talking about me, Takesha. Me, Takesha ain't looking at the shoes up under her. She ain't looking at the shoes right next to her. She looking at the shoes over there. And not that I'm envious, but why didn't I know to make better choices for myself, for me to have a better life for myself and for my son? So I could have been able to teach him better. So it's not necessarily envying those things, but my inner child knows that those things are available. But why can't they come to her? So when I think about my time on earth, every day I pray that it gets better, because at this point, what is the legacy that I'm leaving? What does that look like? When you stand up there, I don't want a funeral, but when you stand up there and speak on my behalf, you cannot genuinely say, she lived her life, she loved her life. You're going off a script if you say that. Because I've been transparent well over a year on this, and I've had happy moments, but I haven't had a 6-month run when I'm just like, I love my life. I love things that are happening outside, watching my son flourish. But Takesha, her own individual, and her life does not, them seeds are there. I don't even water them no more. Because before it was like I was watering the seeds, and I'm like, okay, you might be drowning them. You checking on them every day. Okay, just slow back. Now it's like, oh, okay. Now I done forgot about them. And it still ain't no harvest. So I don't, and maybe that's why my overall view of it, because sometimes I really be like, do you go to hell, or are you just reincarnated to come back to this bitch? Because what could be worse than the possibilities of things that can happen on Earth, from natural disasters to everything else? Like, I'm gonna go somewhere worse than this? Please, God, no. I can't. Like, I cannot go nowhere worse than this. I gotta go to good, higher something. You know, so I don't know. And it's not even about, you know, because I talk about materials all the time. It's not even about the materials. It's just to know what it's like to get up when you want to.
Because living your best life is different for everybody.
Yes.
So I was going to say, because a lot of people always say, I'm living my best life, or living my life like it's golden. Or a lot of times it's associated with vacations, or, you know, going out, or clubbing, or, you know, something like that. So living your best life is different for everybody. What does living your best life look like? I know you say getting up when you want to.
Living my best life looks like being financially, I don't even want to say stable,
free,
financially free. And for me to be healthy, and it's, if we just focusing on me, and the days when I'm not feeling my best, for that to be okay, because I'm never chasing money to survive. Because no matter how we look at it, the world we live in, we need money to survive. And then based on my choices that I've made, I need a little bit more money to survive. So to be able to not have to get up on the alarm clock and just when my body say, you've rested enough, rise.
Yeah.
And I can get up and do that. And I can journal and write my stories. Do you know, I would love to spend my 8 hours watching a movie and just writing down all my little journal notes, because I can pause. A 2-hour movie can literally take me 8 hours to get through. Like, that's what a day looked like to me, resting. And because most of the time I'm more alert at night, to be able to sleep during the day and do those activities at night, to sit outside and talk to the moon and not be like, oh my God, I woke up at 4 and then I'm doing the countdown to 6 a.m. when I gotta be at work.
Yeah.
We get 2 10-minute breaks and the room is next door. So I'm literally going, and then I'm laying in my bed and I'm just like,
for 10 minutes.
You got this for 10 minutes, sis, to just relax. And sometimes I lay there because, you know, I'm delusional, and just be like, just think. You laying in your bed and just look at the water, the ocean just flowing, and the breeze is coming in. And then I'll be like, ding, 10 minutes up. But yes, I will be somewhere doing all the fake artist stuff that I want to do by the ocean. Not chasing an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Not worried about money to meet basic needs. And by basic needs, I mean food and shelter.
Yeah. Basic needs.
Yes.
Basic needs that should just be free. Basic needs. Food and a place to live. Yeah.
that every month or every year, however, that even that want to go up.
Yeah.
Everything just keeps going up, 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 up. So I don't know if my nervous system will ever be regulated, because it's nice to go on a vacation. I need a vacation, but I want the vacation to be my regular life. I'm tired of the vacation being my fake life for 3 to 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, for me, that's an enjoyable moment. It's a memory that I'm making, but it's definitely not living my best life. And if you would have asked me this question 2 years ago, I might not be thinking the same way.
Mm-hmm. And it makes me wonder because I'm similar to you. I believe I live a very good life, and I got a little more freedom, like what you're talking about. But still, my best life, like
where you just feel it in your soul, like you're flourishing.
I would like to relax
from just existing.
Yes, I would like to relax my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And just you can feel when you kind of relax for a moment. You have relaxed moments. Mm-hmm. But I would like to relax my shoulders because we do everything for our households and children and even family or whatever sometimes. So living it's funny we talked about celebrities to start this. I don't think that they're living their best life.
I think that theirs is flipped.
Yeah. Like they got the money and the freedom, but
do you really have the freedom?
Yeah, but you really don't have the freedom because you're watched and judged for everything that you do. So you really don't have the freedom. So
and the world has changed so much. Like I remember, I ain't gonna even say the word on here, but it started with our growing up. We would just say that like jokingly, like and it was just like, then it switched where it was just like, oh my God, like you can't say that. And I remember because of the generation where I grew up, they would drop F-bombs, this is just what it was. And I remember being in the store and my niece like, I thought she was going to pass out. Like, you cannot say that. And I think this was like the first time, like it got better when she was like, I'd be like, okay, like my bad. But I'm like, so much has just changed.
Yeah.
And I say that about like now, when you said like they have to watch what they have to say. Like one of the artists that I mentioned, I just was listening to his old music and was just like, oh, he could never say that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like, so what if they just slip and say what they say, like how we talking in private public?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's all twisted and misconstrued, and they just talking with their homeboy.
Mm-hmm. It's very different. Times are very, very, it's flipped around. Everything has flipped around. We played, I don't know if you did, but we played outside. We wasn't in the house. We were outside in nature. You heard me say, I don't know if you did.
I am cracking up. Like, I don't know if you did. I really didn't.
Yeah.
Like my time spent outside was very limited.
Yeah, we was outside a lot. We were outside a lot. So I just believe like the brain function of the generation today. Even if you look at like we were talking about the rappers from our generation before were very like almost educated. They rapped about things meaningful.
Yes. And it was definitely storytelling.
Yeah, it was just
like even the video was entertaining because it was like a short movie.
Yes, now you can't hardly understand what they're saying. Mm-hmm. So when people ask me, do you like rap? I'm like, yeah, old rap, because I knew what they were saying. We knew what they were talking about. Even if they had a song that was kind of ratchet, we still
know what Too Short was saying. We all know his favorite word.
Yeah, Tupac, Biggie, LL made the first like love song to rap that was like, oh my God.
I feel you. I need love.
I need love. You know, it was like everything has just flipped to just be so, and they make it like they're living this great best life, but when really a lot of them struggling.
My intrusive thoughts. It's just like when I'm alone in the room, sometimes I stare at the wall. I had to just let it out.
Yeah, girl, because who wasn't jamming to that as soon as it came in? Doo, doo, doo. You'd be like, yes, because you knew
and he was really alone in the room on the video.
But you knew what he was talking about. You knew the story. You felt what he felt. I don't feel that now in music or stuff. I don't feel that now. I feel like we talk about everything is fake. Everything is fake. Everything is fake. Like everything you see, everything you hear, everything is fake. And it's just like I don't know what's real or not now. It's like there is nothing it's hard to find genuineness here.
Listen, the other day I sent a text to my friend, was just like, am I even human? Because I don't know. When you talk about what's real or fake, I don't even be knowing that about my own damn self. Okay?
You looking like what?
Because I'll be like, I don't even know. Because I truly believe all of this is like timelines happening at once. As I'm talking to you, I'm going from past. I'm in the moment and in the future. Like it's too much.
Girl, I'm sorry.
It's too much.
I just feel like everything is fake.
So that's why I'm just like, I'm fake too. Because tomorrow I may not even feel like how I feel right now. And I know, oh boy, utility heroes talking.
It's somebody knocking at the door.
Utility guy, thank you. Come back later.
Did he leave?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Please leave. Because what are you doing? Everything is fake though. Everything just feels like, you know, I just want some genuineness.
And don't be on TikTok and have to wonder like, oh, I'd be like, oh, they face and move a little bit, so this AI. Because I'm like, everything AI now.
Everything. I mean, I just want living the best life for me. Similar to what you feel is, like I said, the freedom. And like I said, I have a little freedom, but the freedom and the joy, a real feeling of joy, a real feeling of peace and joy. And I just sense a lot of fake joy. So I don't want fake joy. I want some real peace, real joy. And I don't even know what joy really looks or feels like for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a definition of joy. The word is used a lot around the holidays. Oh, it's joyful because it's bright lights and music playing and everybody's supposed to be in a good mood. But really, that's a time where people get in debt. They mad because so-and-so didn't get them a gift, or they mad they didn't get the gift they want. Like, what does joy really look like or feel like for real? Because I'm trying to think just within my circle of people that I know. I don't know anybody who would say they're full of joy. You know, so long suffering, yes, but the joy part, no. So I want realness. I want real love within community, within relationships. Girl, this week I even sent you. It's a well-known, and this our girl chat. So welcome to it. Welcome to it. I sent you this week about the prominent pastor that had the 15-year affair almost 15 years ago. And I just was like, man, this is really sad because, I don't want people to put me on a pedestal ever. Like, man, you doing good. You doing well. You did. and me to feel like my ego is getting boosted up where can't nobody say or do anything to me like I'm just perfect. I never ever want to get to that point ever. So one reason I have like deconstructed from the building of the church is for that reason. It's a lot of ego there. Ego to me means easing God out. How you gonna ease God out of something that He's supposed to be the biggest part of? So I feel like a lot of people live like it's a lot of distractions going on today.
It is.
It's a lot of distractions going on. But I don't want to live like I don't want to live frivolously like I don't think he exists. In spite of me not living my very best life or whatever, people who faking like they living their best life, living like he don't exist a lot of times. And I ain't trying to live like that. So, I want to be joyful. I want to be free, feel free, and I don't want that heaviness feeling to me anymore. And like when I had my spiritual awakening, I told you I felt very, very light after. I knew you knew what I felt, what I was explaining. It's hard to explain, but I don't have a lot of feeling that I used to have anymore on the inside. But I still want to feel like I'm living a full, great life. And I'm not there yet. Not that I'm like, I ain't quite like you where I'm like, if I leave here today, I'm good. I'm not. I still got some stuff that I want to, do, accomplish.
I just worry about my son. That's it. That's literally it.
I know, and I know you're right. I know you that to be true for you. Like, yeah.
One reason. My dear, you'll be all right, sir.
You think Banks will be okay?
You'll be all right. Like y'all will be fine. But my son.
Does your son know that you feel like this?
Yes, that boy know how much I love him.
No, not that.
Yeah, to me that's love.
I'm talking about, does he know that if it happened today, he would be
good that I would be okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if he know that. I don't know. I feel like all of our conversations, like, and I mean like family wide in general, like I think we all look at death the same way. Like it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you have to make preparations for him if it does happen, so he will be okay? Not that his heart will be, shattered, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, so your business will be in place for him not to have to worry about anything.
I think everybody should do that. Like, should you not? Shouldn't that be adulting?
Yeah, but I'm saying that because I saw this TikTok, this lady yesterday. She was like, last week her husband died suddenly, and he literally took care of everything, and he paid everything like online. So she didn't know like passwords. She was a stay-at-home mom, and she was like, I don't know any passwords, anything, and she was real calm, but she was like, so on top of the grief, she know that he took care of the business, but she didn't know how to get to the business of what he took care of. Like that's something that I talk to now about my kids. Like I gradually tell my son, if this something happened to me, this is that, and he'll probably be looking at me like, what? But I'll be wondering, is it going to click to you that I'm telling you,
I mean, not in that moment. Not in that moment. Because when you like losing a loved one, your grief, you're not thinking about paperwork.
Yeah. My daddy was.
He was prepared then.
He literally was like.
He was prepared. So it's a difference when I feel like it's coming. So think of a person going to hospice, like if I'll just leave it general, like usually that's why they're going. So you're preparing versus like Malcolm Jamal Warner drowning. Even if you know what to do, you were not prepared for him to drown. So your first thoughts or whatever is not like, oh, this is together. We got to do this, and this. But I feel like when you have an idea, even if you don't want to let go, subconsciously at best, you're preparing yourself subconsciously that it's going to happen. I mean, with my mom, I knew subconsciously. But even then, example of my gift working and me like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. I got this, I got it, But if I would have followed through with what was said to me, I might have different feelings. Because she passed with me having a regret. I've most definitely moved through that and don't hold on to it. But for years, I had a regret where I could have prepared and known, like, we got 30 days. I'm going over here every single day because I know I got 30 days.
Yeah. I guess
that's different than, when you're going through the motion, and this is speculation, but I would have expected your parents to have some very deep, uncomfortable conversations.
It's funny, you're not the only person I think one other person have said that to me, like, this came up when my father remarried, like, you don't think your mother and father probably had, and I guess it's hard for me to imagine them talking about stuff like that. Jokingly, we all have said, like, if something happened to you, I ain't gonna do this again, or I'm not. But when a person like gets sick, I wonder if they had those type of conversations. I do know my mother used to tell me and my sister instructions on if something happened to her, what to do with all her stuff. And we remembered that after, like you said, you go through the initial, you gone. We remembered that, so we followed through on that. But I wonder if they had those type of conversations. And I guess that's why now I have those conversations with my kids, just because I want to.
Like, just like you asked me, I'm pretty sure your kids. How do you think they would be if something happened to you? Even if you told them this, how do you think they would be?
Yeah, devastated. Yeah.
When you're losing someone that close to you, that intimate, that's
no. I just wondered if he knew that you were like, I'm ready to go whenever. If it's right now, I'm good.
I think that he knows that because we don't harp on death.
Got you.
Because like when we were having a conversation, and I was just like, I don't know. Sometimes I be wondering about God, and I was just like, because I don't know if he told me to sacrifice you if I would sacrifice you. And Jordan was just like, God don't talk to everybody, looking at me like, girl, you might want to listen to what he's saying. Yeah. So I know to us being spiritually based, that we view things a little differently. Like the conversations that I could have with somebody, that I would have with somebody else, with my sister, they would be looking like, Tiff, you need to call the people on your sister. But she know, like, she not 1 foot out of here. She just know, she having a hard time, and she looking at it for literally what it is and what it could be, and wondering, how do we bridge the gap? Like, that's been my whole summer, trying to figure out, how do you get from the life you're living to the life you want to live? How do you get there? Not even if the life you're living is bad, because I never want to come across like I have a bad life.
Yeah. Absolutely, I agree with you. Like, how do
you get to that point? Like, that's the dig, the $1 billion question.
Yeah. How do you get to that point? What do you need? Because it should. I'm saying this, and I could be very wrong. I'm going to say it shouldn't be that difficult to maneuver to the life you want for yourself. And I don't want to work myself in the ground to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be dog tired to get there. I don't think that's what's for me. If I see a vision from myself in my future, like, I want this for my life, and it ain't got to be extravagant, but I want what's, next for my life. How do I get there? I don't feel it should be something that I'm just going, I got to be busy all day. I got to be doing this all day. I got to, it just shouldn't be that. But the way the world is set up, they want you to do that.
Yeah.
They want you to do that. They want you to drag yourself to the ground, work hard. The more you make, the more we gonna take. So I just be comfortable with living the good life that I have? Or do you want to have best life moments? You know what I'm saying? When you go on your vacation. Oh, I'm living my best life for this moment. Because you're going back to reality. Reality is.
And I guess it just makes me think about, like, biblically, be content no matter your circumstances.
Yes. Yep. Ecclesiastes, he talked about, is that King Solomon that wrote Ecclesiastes?
Yes.
Like, don't none of this matter.
So when I think about his story, I'd be like, this don't even matter, girl.
Yeah.
Like, it's whatever. And that's how that one guy on the TikTok was. He was just like, he was like, whatever. Like I had told you before we started, it was just like, none of this even matters.
Yeah.
But yet at the same time, it all does. Because I be all the time like, so King Solomon, can you tell me how to be content no matter my circumstance? What do I need to do to stay in a place of contentment? Which to me seems like meditation at just a constant. Like, is that even humanly possible?
Yeah. He was like, don't nothing this matter. Enjoy your life. None of this down here matter. He asked,
meaningless.
It's all meaningless. It's all. And when I was just like, I think when I read it, I was like, well, dang. Like, really? It's all meaningless. It's all meaningless.
And all y'all, this be me. This be my other, because this is legit my conversations and how they be. Then this be the other me. Well, if it's all meaningless, King, why can't I just have what I want? Because it don't mean nothing no way.
And you saying it about somebody who literally had everything.
Literally.
He asked for wisdom, and God was like, since you want wisdom, I'm gonna give you the richest of the richest. And he was rich, and I was like, it's all meaningless. And I'm like, really?
It was all meaningless though, because he hooked up with the woman that jacked him up.
You're right. You're right.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be careful of that company that you keep. And having a partnership that works regardless of what the media say about what they doing, but having a partnership that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sets the trajectory, I think, for your life.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
Yeah, he got with the one who wanted to worship the idol gods. Yeah. And that messed him up.
Messed him up. Yeah. Everything was downhill from there.
Shoot. That's what I'm saying. I don't want Lizzo got a new album out, and it's like I want to make new mistakes.
She said, that's what she's saying?
Yeah. And I was just like, me too. Like, because you're going to make mistakes in life, but the ones I done made are so bad. Can we just wipe them out
and not make those?
And let me just make some new ones.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, these new mistakes.
Yeah, that's real.
It's gonna be like, dang, I knew I should have took that right turn. Now I gotta sit in traffic.
Yeah.
And I just sit in traffic joyfully.
Yeah, that's real. I want to make new mistakes.
Not, dang it, I done took that turn. Now I'm not gonna make it to my interview or whatever.
Yeah.
Get on the interview late. Like, I don't want to live that always pushing for something.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'm in a season where I want to make new mistakes because I have grown so much, and I know this about me, and I stay self-aware, even if the message ain't came yet. Like when it comes to me, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, you know what? I need to work on that. I have no problem with that. So I'm ready to.
Yeah,
I didn't learn. I'm ready to shift.
That's what's interesting is I've grown, and it's interesting that I haven't been able to experience my growth with the old, with new mistakes, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made them same choices for 40-something odd years. And now that I've grown, it's like, oh, if I had that chance to do that again, I would do it different. And those opportunities are not being presented to me to make those mistakes again, because it's like,
please test my gangster,
which is why,
and not on no big, you know what I'm saying, but
even little stuff.
Test me with something little so I can be like, see,
I got it. But that's probably why there's a stagnant feel there. You know what I'm saying? Because the growth is there, and it's like, oh, I will never make that mistake again. And it's like now, before it was always presented to me to make the choices that I made, and I made them over and over and over again. And now it's like nothing's new is happening.
Like, it's like I feel like, and let me know if this is relatable, I feel like now on the other end, like I know the choices and I know the version of me that was making that choice.
Yes.
So it's just like, now that I done solved the formula, you know, and I see it, it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was doing that because she hadn't took care of this issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was her addiction because this was left resolved.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now that all the cases are resolved,
it's like, now what? And it's not like new things don't happen, but when you grow and you heal and you learn,
you handle them
differently, and it don't feel like, okay, it don't feel like
ain't that much weight on it.
Yeah, it's not that much weight. But back before, in the past, it felt heavy. It felt like, oh my God, it was just such turmoil, or not even turmoil, or just something happening all the time, where now,
it's just like we be chilling. That's why it's a good life.
It's a good life. I live a really, really good life.
For me, it's just like, even though I be chilling, I still be in the hustle and bustle of stuff financially, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I could get that a little bit easier, then it'll be like, okay, for the first time, I was able to just breathe and relax.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a good life. I mean,
child,
I get it.
I mean, I got them student loans of mine with no degree. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I talk about the mistakes and the choices, I think about that. So it's just like, okay, like I would have done things so differently then, knowing everything that I know about what I want to do with my life, to how my parents were at that time. Everything I know, that the choice that I made to not finish school was definitely the wrong choice.
It's fun. It's strange you said that because I reiterate to my kids that you really could do whatever you want. You don't have to go to school. You know what my son said to me? I was because he going to the second year, and he was like, "I'm not the type of person that don't start what I don't finish what I start." He said, "I'm gonna finish." He said it with conviction. I was like, "All right, go ahead." But yesterday I had a conversation with a client who is in her 40s, and she is just now, well, I think she's probably her second or third, one of her third year in college. And she was like, back then she wasn't ready, but now that she's had some real world, real life experiences, so she's like, I feel like I know what I'm doing now. So it's so different for everybody when it comes to that. But no regrets though, Takesha, because you I know you like, I would have made a different choice, but you feel like that choice would have changed the trajectory of where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, as a child, I wanted to be a psychologist. And as this adult, I know that I was birthed to do that.
Yeah. So why didn't you?
But I'm not about to go back to school.
Okay, that's what I was
That's
gonna say.
not even, if it's an option right now, it's like 5%.
Mm-hmm. But you realized this like earlier on in life though, before you hit 40, you just wasn't interested in going back at all.
Okay. And I tried a couple of times, but I never was focused on it. But now I know that comes from an unhealed version of me.
Mm-hmm.
So even now, you know what I'm saying? I done closed all the doors that had to do with that blockage. I physically don't have it in me to do it. Where before I physically could have did it, but that voice in my head, like, you wasting your time. Really? You know how much money you make now? Why would you even want to do that? And you spending all of this money, like the voices
was saying something to you.
Yes. And it'd be like, oh, okay. And I just, sometimes we give in to the voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't think the devil be outside of us. I think he be right there. Oh, and I feel like that archetype of when I talk about the voice is just the negative thoughts. You know, you trying to do this, you could spend more time doing this, like those negative thoughts. To me, that's just the devil trying to keep us bonded and not in the reality that we want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I got free of that, it's just like, nah, I don't want to study. I just want to study what I want to study.
You want to read?
I want my own curriculum.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you want. You want to read what you want to read every day. You're like, I don't want to read what they assign me.
Yeah,
because they're still telling me what to do. I'm still not free.
Yes, I don't want to be told what to do. Period.
I get it though. I get it. That makes sense. You like, I don't want. That's not living free. Yeah.
No. So me being free, that's number one on the list. So I'm not free.
Do you feel like when you're younger, you go to college, that it's best for you to do it when you're younger to learn discipline or something though? Because you have discipline when it comes to reading and studying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But do you think it's better to make that decision based on who it is though?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Definitely based on who it is. But like, since we talk about me personally, I think then I would have been more like focused, like, okay, I am going to do this. I'm going to finish. And I, similar to your son, it's like, sometimes it's not even about the goal. It's about committing to it.
Yeah.
like I didn't committed to this. I know the goal is the degree, but I didn't committed to this, so I am going to show up. It's in real time. It's like me with this podcast. You could easily be like, I don't want it, and I'm not gonna send a question. I'll be like, okay. But I show up, you know what I'm saying? Because I committed to it.
Yeah.
I don't have no end game for it. Yeah. It was just like I committed. But if you ever was just like, we ain't gonna record this week, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, why? Are you sure? Are we gonna use subscribers?
That's me.
Like
that's me.
None of that is gonna cross my mind because it's something that I committed to. You know, and I think then I really honored my commitments a lot more than I do now. And by honoring them then, that was just a form of people pleasing. Because some things, you know, you honor even though you don't want to.
Yeah.
Whereas me now, I really would have been like stuff I wasn't interested in or I knew was pulling me away. I'd be like, oh no, I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to get this done. But you know, whatever it was then that had my mind so heavy, like I rebuke all of that on my entire family because that will hold you back.
Your sister went to school later?
Yeah. And she was determined and she would be, I remember she was worried about something and then it was just like, it was a tragedy, but COVID came. So all of the things that she was worried about all resolved. Both of our sisters.
Yeah. My sister is a professional student.
Because I'm like, she educated.
Yeah. Both our sisters is very educated.
Yes.
Bachelors and masters.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if my sister could go to school now, she would. I think she just loves school. I really do.
See, I just love to learn what I want to learn about, what I'm hyper fixated on at that moment. Like right now, I don't have anything. So I've been just like bedridden and doom scrolling because I'm not hyper fixated on anything. And then when I try to read like the fiction books just to be reading, I'm just not even interested.
Doom scrolling.
Yes.
It's a lot of that. That will make you kind of stagnant too, because that's what I've been trying to get out of is doom scrolling, because I can do a lot of that because I sit around a lot. So in between, that's why I try to carry a book with me so I can, you know, read in between. But it's so easy to be like, I'm just about to look at this real 1 minute, and then next thing you know, it's been an hour past, and it's like, oh my God. So I'm trying to not keep doing that. Because I'm like, man, I'll look up and time done flew by. And I'm like, man, I could have been doing something else.
And see, me, I don't be wanting to do nothing else. Even if I'm not doom scrolling, I just want to chill. I just want to chill. I take care of what I want to take care of. We coming on the close, but I wanted to ask you about the Gucci Mane and Keisha. Since we talking about what I'm talking about.
What she said? Okay, so tell me if I'm repeating it wrong. She made a comment in an interview where she said that he doesn't have to, her husband.
Like he pretty much just got to bathe.
All he got to do is take a shower and make music or whatever he want to do. And she'll take care of everything. And I read the comments on a lot of that. And I was like, you know, I don't know. I was a little torn about that. I was a little torn because I don't want to take care of everything. I don't, and maybe it's different when you with somebody who's a millionaire provider like that. It could be a different feeling, you know, because when I think she's taking care of everything, well, she said she likes to cook for him. She likes to, you know, I'm sure she got somebody clean. I want to take care of who I'm with, but in a different way. I don't want to be the person that's solely taking care of everything. He gonna have to do more than shower and whatever it is that he does with his life, because I want to move away from what I do now. I don't want to take care of everything. And I know that she honors him, and I want to honor my husband. She honors him because he left a large sum of money with her and trusted her with it when he got locked up, and she invested it and tripled it and made it, so I'm sure they live a very what looks like a free life. But I don't want to I think that I don't look bad on her for saying that, because I think that that's great, because she seems like she's happy with that she makes that choice. But that wouldn't be the choice for me. I don't want to. I want to live similar to how my mother did. My mother never wrote a check or a bill, never looked at a bill, never. She did cook for him, but I think that she also enjoyed it. Like Keisha was saying, I think my mother enjoyed cooking for her family, but she didn't do nothing else. My mother never pumped gas her entire life. She was here 78 years, and that lady never pumped gas. I don't want to do everything. I want some stuff relieved off of me. What you think?
I want to do everything.
You do? Like her?
Because I feel like...
yeah, I can see you doing that. Yeah.
I want to do everything.
And when you say everything, because she made it seem like she take care of the bills and everything.
Yeah, like I can pay the bills.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, like I didn't take it like she meant like she was paying it like it was her money. I took that like it's
his money.
Like it's his money, and she's just the overseer, like accountant. I didn't take it like she making the money.
I took it like maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, I took it like she was the overseer
of everything.
Yes.
I believe that any good woman is almost like the overseer anyway.
Yeah. That's why I did not agree with what she said. Like I agree with it. And I guess I agreed with it with the understanding of whatever the level was for her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be different for different couples.
Exactly.
So that's why I was just like, I feel that, because my man may not require the same, or may not have the same needs as Gucci.
Yeah.
My man may understand I ain't never cooking. Mm-hmm. So we going to have a chef. Even if that meant me saying, I'll clean up.
Yeah. That's why I said what she's saying is different for everybody. But I believe, and I get what you're saying about you look at it like the overseer. I can see that, but I still don't want to do everything. But I can commend her, because I think she gets joy from whatever that responsibility is that she does.
That's how I look at it. Like, and I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how I looked at it. I looked at it as if the things that she is responsible for, she's okay with that. Enjoys being responsible for that. It works. Her love language is being filled and overflow and is flourishing.
Whatever he's doing to make her feel though. If somebody makes me feel like that, because like I said, she seems like she's very, if somebody make me feel like that, then I think that, after being divorced, I knew love better after divorce. Sorry, I did. I did. So, but I was also treated better than I was after, So I was more nurturing after with whoever I was involved with. But I still want, and it could be because I don't believe this is how I'm supposed to be taking care of everything. It's a lot on me. So that's why I feel like, and it could be different, like you saying, whatever it is she's taking care of, I want some stuff relieved off of me. I don't want to take care of everything, but I do want to, I want to take care of him, but in a different way. I don't want him to be stressed or worry about anything. But I don't want to be let me take care of this and let me take care of that. I don't want to do it. I can't.
I'm like, get somebody else.
Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else. I do it now. I've been doing it now, but by myself for many, many moons of years, and you have too. But I think that you can relate to her because you know exactly what she's talking about because they're rich, and you are going to have a rich man, and you're like, oh, that's how I'm going to do it the same.
Yeah, I'm just like, roll
like, same thing. I'll write that check.
Yes.
Deposit the money.
Yes. Like, and I am going to enjoy doing these things.
Yeah. Because you enjoy now, like with
as a caterer.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing those things.
Yeah. I enjoy catering if the person is loving and not egotistical with it. That's what I've dealt with, which is probably why I'm like, if your ego is like, I'm supposed to do this, because I'm not supposed to do it. Things are done out of love. I've dealt with a lot of ego when it comes to that. So I think I've done it more so out of here, rather than that. So when you dealt with a lot of ego and arrogant character when it comes to that, or somebody feels like you're supposed, they're the king and you're their servant, not you're their queen, you're their servant. I'm like, no. Mm-mm. But if I experience something different for what he has made her feel, I'm sure I would feel differently about that. But I've dealt with a lot of ego. When you've catered to whoever, you probably didn't deal with a lot of ego with that. I think it was more appreciative.
Yeah.
Not on my end. It hasn't been appreciative like that. So, and when I think back on, like we were talking about choices, now I don't get the chance to make the choices now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to make the choices I made as far as how giving and catering or whatever I was to anybody, it would be different. It would be different because I would know if that person, has earned it as well as if they deserve that part of me, So I'm like, no, because of the egos. But if they come with real love and whatever he's doing to make her feel like that, because she don't care. She was like, oh, I want to do it all for him. I'm like, girl, you want to do it all? She was like, I take all that man needs to do is shut. If a man makes me feel like that, I welcome you.
Yes.
All you gotta do is shower.
Bathe.
She said all he has to do is bathe and make music. Does he make music?
Yeah, he make music.
Oh, because he one of the ones I don't know. He got new music?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I ain't know.
Shout out to Gucci, man.
Shout out to Gucci. Hey, we want to try to like, listen, subscribe. Y'all was really in on our girl chat today because I forgot the camera was on.
Yes.
As always, thank you for joining us today. Like, listen, subscribe. Tell us what you think in the comments. Tell us if you disagree with us. We talked about a lot today. Tell us if you've been affected by any celebrities passing, and how that affected you, or if you haven't been affected. But, we welcome y'all every
Let me know how y'all catering to y'all men, y'all husbands.
Husbands. Not a man, your husband. We want to know how you catering to your husband. Hey, maybe I learned something. We see y'all next week.